Maisie, it's me, Nadine.
Whoa, Nadine?
Why are you so surprised? Is it that rare to get a text from your little sister?
Well, we haven't been in touch for like 3 years. Even when I texted you, you never replied.
Oh, sorry. I've just been super busy.
So why did you suddenly reach out now? Is something up? If you're in trouble, let me hear it.
Oh my god. Why would you think that?
Well, it's unusual to hear from you, so I thought maybe something happened.
No, come on. It's nothing like that, but, well, something did happen. It's not a problem. It's good news. I'm pregnant.
What? Congratulations. How far along are you?
Actually, I'm already in my second trimester. I wanted to wait until after I was in the clear to tell you.
That makes sense. But you didn't tell me you got married.
I'm not married yet.
Oh, wait, so are you going to raise the baby on your own?
No way. Do you really think I'd do something that reckless? We've already promised to get married. It's a shotgun wedding.
Oh, but I'm happy to hear. What's he like?
He's 5 years older than me and super hot. He's a business owner too. He knows a lot about stocks and investments, and he's loaded. It's like I hit the jackpot.
So you're marrying a businessman too?
Yep, just like you, Maisie. Paul's a business owner too, right?
Well, his company isn't that big though.
Oh, stop being so modest. I heard he's doing pretty well lately, huh?
Yeah, it's finally picking up. It took years to get to this point. It was really hard at first.
But in the end, he succeeded, so he's pretty amazing. You're so lucky to be married to someone like that. He's the ideal husband, you know.
You've met a great guy too, right? You've always had high standards.
Yeah, that's probably why my past relationships didn't last long.
Didn't you break up with someone after just a week? But it's amazing how you found your ideal guy after all.
I've always been jealous of you, you know. You're smart, went to a good college, and married a high-achieving guy. Mom and Dad were always praising you. Meanwhile, I was always the one getting scolded.
Well, you were a bit of a troublemaker as a kid. But now, you found your ideal husband, so things turned out well, didn't they?
I guess. I just refuse to settle for less. A woman can only have so many children in her lifetime, right? So, I'm going to have some. I want them to have the best genes possible. If I see even a tiny flaw, my feelings just fade.
Wow, you've really thought this through. Anyway, make sure to introduce me to him.
Of course, but he's super busy, so we can't meet right away. I'll introduce you to him soon. Just hang tight.
I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to meet the baby too.
Maisie, good news.
Wait, could it be?
Yes, I'm finally a mom.
Oh, that's wonderful. So everything went well?
A healthy baby boy. Since it was my first time, labor took forever, even after the contractions started. When he was finally born, I was so moved.
Congratulations. You must be exhausted.
I want you to see the baby's face. Can you come over today?
What, today? Are you sure? You just gave birth.
It's fine. I have a private room.
Okay, I'll come by after work. I can't wait to meet the baby.
Oh, and I'll finally introduce you to my husband.
Oh, I'm finally going to meet him. You've been putting it off, so I've been curious.
Sorry for keeping you waiting. You'll be shocked when you see him.
Is he that handsome? I might get nervous.
The baby looks just like him. I can't wait for you to see.
You can already tell, even though he's just been born?
Oh yeah, it's clear. He's got his dad's good looks. He's insanely cute.
Well, you did bring him into the world, so of course he's adorable.
Sorry. I'm probably sounding so boastful. It must be hard hearing this since you haven't been able to have kids yourself.
Don't worry about it. I'm honestly just so happy for you, like it's happening to me.
Are you still going through fertility treatments?
Yeah, it's been about 4 years now.
4 years? Isn't it time to give up? It's such a waste of money.
I know, but I want to give it one more shot. A last-ditch effort.
Come on, 4 years is way too long. You're in your mid-30s now. It's expensive. Why not stop? Plus, poor Paul must be tired of going through this with you.
Do you think so?
Sure. If I were him, I'd be fed up. He's been going to appointments and getting tests done too, right?
But he says he's not bothered by it.
He's probably just holding it in. One of my friends has been going through the same thing with fertility treatments. They've been at it for over 3 years now with no luck. They've even tried IVF several times, but nothing worked. It's taken such a toll on them emotionally, and they're always fighting. The cost is outrageous, and her husband's telling her to give up. But she's still pushing forward, not ready to quit. Honestly, watching them go through all that is heartbreaking. Seeing someone try so hard but not get the results is really tough. Maybe it's time to let go of the idea of having a baby. It's not fair to Paul being dragged through all this, you know.
That's not true. He feels he still owes me and says we're in this together and we support each other no matter what.
Owes you? Did you do something for him?
I supported us until his business got off the ground. He was really struggling mentally back then. He always says he's grateful for how I stood by him.
So you helped him get through the tough times? But that's all in the past, isn't it? Bringing up favors from years ago is kind of unfair, don't you think?
Unfair?
Honestly, a wife who can't have kids isn't really worth much, is she? What's the point of staying married? The chances of getting pregnant only drop as you get older. If you wanted kids, he should have left you a long time ago.
Well, yeah, but it's not like we have to have kids.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
He's obviously just saying that to be nice. You're so clueless, Maisie. Honestly, you're kind of stupid.
Where's this coming from? Did I do something to make you mad?
No, not really. I've just been wanting to say this for a long time. You're so selfish. You can't even do the most important thing a wife should. Yet you're still clinging on your role as his wife. It pisses me off just watching you.
Calm down, Nadine. What's gotten into you? Are you just tired from the labor?
Sorry, I got a bit heated. My hormones are all over the place and I've been so emotional. Since getting pregnant, I get irritated so easily. I fly off the handle over the smallest things. Sometimes I just can't stop crying. And things that never bothered me before suddenly seem terrifying. I feel mentally unstable and I can't control it. Having a baby really takes a lot out of you, doesn't it?
You should rest for a bit.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. But make sure you come today, okay?
Are you sure? Maybe it's better if I don't see you right now. I feel like I might just upset you again.
Just come. I have something I need to talk to you about. You have to come.
What's going on, honey? Come home.
I don't want to.
Oh, come on.
Just leave me alone. I don't want to see your face right now.
Are you mad at me or something?
Of course I am.
You're misunderstanding something.
What exactly am I misunderstanding? Why were you at the hospital? And why did that nurse call you Dad?
Well, yeah, but...
So you've been cheating with Nadine, right? I never imagined that my husband could be the father of my sister's baby. I'm filing for divorce and asking for compensation.
Hold on, there's more to this than you think.
Then tell me, what kind of reason could possibly explain why you were called Dad? You've been fed up with me this whole time, haven't you? That's why you switched to her.
Why would I ever be fed up with you? That's not true at all.
Because I can't have children. You think I'm a worthless woman, don't you? Even though we promised we'd live happily together, just the two of us, even if we couldn't have kids. That was a lie, wasn't it?
We've talked about this so many times already, haven't we? I've never blamed you for not being able to conceive. You were there for me when I was at my lowest, supporting me. I've always been grateful for that, and I'm not tired of you at all.
Then what was that today? Nadine told me she was going to introduce me to her husband at the hospital. So I thought that husband was you. Was I wrong?
I went there to meet someone else. I'll explain everything, including what your sister did. So I just need you to come back home.
All right.
Maisie, why did you leave so quickly yesterday? I was going to let you hold the baby, but you just peeked into the room and disappeared.
Sorry, something urgent came up.
What happened?
I've just got a lot going on.
So was it more important than visiting me?
Something like that.
You're so cold. I have something I wanted to tell you. Well, whatever, I'll just say it here.
What is it?
You might be shocked, but the father of my baby is Paul.
What?
I was planning to tell you all about our relationship yesterday. Too bad I couldn't tell you in person. I really wanted to see the look on your face when you found out.
Is he really the father?
He's coming again today. We're starting to plan our wedding. So you should start preparing for your divorce.
You know what he looks like, right? Were you planning to take him from the start?
Yep. I happened to see him in town, so I went up to him and flirted a little. He's way too easy, you know. Or maybe I'm just too irresistible.
Why would you do that?
Because he's too good for an ugly woman like you. I'm just taking what should have been mine. He's got great genes, doesn't he? If I'm going to have kids, who else would I choose?
Come to think of it, you said he was a business owner, handsome, and knew a lot about stocks. It all matches Paul.
Let me tell you something. If he's taken, that's your fault. You're the defective one who can't even have kids, so of course you're getting dumped. Just get out of the way and divorce him already.
He would never leave me.
Are you still saying that? Wake up. We already have a child together.
Then that child's father isn't him.
What are you talking about? Of course he is. I get that you don't want to face reality, but it's happening. Just watch as we build a happy family together.
A happy family? We'll see about that. I hate to burst your bubble, but things aren't going to go the way you want.
Huh? Too bad, Maisie. Earlier you were saying something about how Paul wasn't the father of my baby, but that doesn't make any sense. I just got a message from him. He's on his way here now. Maybe I'll have him call you when he gets here.
That's weird. He's sitting right next to me.
That's impossible.
No, he's right here.
There's no way. He's on his way to my room right now.
Actually, I saw him at the hospital yesterday, too.
Oh, really?
We ran into each other in the hallway. The nurse called him Dad, so I thought he was cheating on me with you.
That's what I've been saying. We've been together since last year.
But I found out it was a misunderstanding. The nurse calling him Dad was a case of mistaken identity.
Mistaken identity?
The person heading to you now isn't my husband, Paul.
What are you talking about?
It's his cousin.
His cousin?
He realized his cousin had been impersonating him and had been looking for him. There were people saying they'd seen him in places he hadn't been, which didn't make sense. After investigating, he found out his cousin had been pretending to be him and getting close to you. So he went to the hospital to meet his cousin, but the nurse mistook him for Dad.
Wait a minute. How can they look that much alike? I swear the guy I was with looked exactly like Paul.
Their fathers are brothers, and they're twins. So Paul and his cousin look almost identical. But if you look closely, you'll notice some differences. Since you don't know Paul that well, you didn't realize.
But I was calling him Paul the whole time? If this is true, that means he was pretending to be him all along.
Exactly.
But why? Why would he do something like that?
Probably for money. He likely planned to disappear once he was found out.
For money?
Yeah, sounds about right. Paul told me his cousin had been arrested multiple times for marriage fraud. He was just released from prison last year. It must have been right after that when you met him.
Marriage fraud? So I've been dating a criminal?
I know he seems like a charming, normal guy, but according to Paul, he's always been the black sheep of the family. He's been tricking single women and stealing their money for years.
What the?
Did you give him any money?
Oh my god, I gave him all my savings. He said he'd invested in stocks and grow it for me.
Oh no, you got played. How much did you give him?
About 30,000.
Oh, darn it.
I believed him when he said he would double it for me. Is what you're saying really true?
Unfortunately, yes.
Then I need to get that money back quickly. Now that the baby's here, I'm going to need it for all kinds of expenses.
I don't think you'll be able to get it back now. Apparently, he's been blowing all the money he scams on gambling. Anything else? Did you give him anything else of value?
Oh, my life insurance. I changed the beneficiary to him. He handled all the paperwork.
Life insurance? Oh, that's risky. Who knows what he might do for the insurance payout?
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, if he specifically had you change the beneficiary, there's probably a hidden motive.
Oh my god. What should I do now? He just messaged me saying he's arrived at the hospital. He's on his way to my room right now. What do I do? I'm scared.
Being alone with him might not be safe.
But I just gave birth. I can't run away easily. I'm scared. Help me.
Why don't you confront him? Tell him you know he's been deceiving you.
I can't. What if he's after the insurance money? If I provoke him, who knows what he might do? Take this seriously.
Then why don't you call the police?
Why are you acting like this is someone else's problem? This could be a real danger for your own sister.
Sister? Who's that? I don't have a sister.
What are you saying? We are sisters.
Are you referring to the woman who tried to steal my husband?
Oh, come on. He wasn't involved after all. I was the one who got tricked.
Yes, you were fooled in the end, but the fact remains that you tried to take my husband. I'm cutting ties with you. You're no longer my sister.
Wait, Maisie, I'm really sorry.
You call that an apology?
I'm sorry. I'll never do anything like that again. Please forgive me.
If sorry fixed everything, we wouldn't need the police. Though honestly, you might need the police right now.
Oh no, he's going to be here any minute. Help me, Maisie. I swear I've learned my lesson.
Paul's cousin entered the room, and that's when Nadine made her escape. The cousin frantically chased after her, causing a huge commotion throughout the hospital. While running, Nadine told the doctors and nurses that she was being targeted by a marriage scammer. In his panic, the cousin fled the scene. However, he was eventually arrested after she filed the report. As for the money she had entrusted to him, it was all spent on gambling, and she never got any of it back. After that, she tried to return to her family home, but once her parents found out she had tried to steal Paul, they wanted nothing to do with her. With nowhere else to go, she ended up renting a small apartment, trying to raise her baby on her own while working. Life was quite difficult for her. She attempted to marry by finding a wealthy man, but being a single mom made it hard to find a partner. Slowly, her mental health began to deteriorate. Seeing her struggle, our aunt and uncle decided to take care of her child. Although it's sad that the child is separated from both parents, I'm relieved to know he's growing up well in the care of our kind aunt and uncle. As for me, about half a year after the whole incident, I found out I was pregnant. Paul was overjoyed, and now we're busy buying baby stuff and thinking of baby names, eagerly awaiting the arrival of our child together. When Nadine told me I should give up on fertility treatments, I wavered a little, but now I'm so glad I didn't give up. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.